gal Liz here with your Daily Lizard, and this week I want to talk about some of the basics, the core things that you have to do to be able to be your most successful. And we talk a lot about additional things, but some things are just so basic that if you don't do these first, nothing else is really going to matter. So the first one I want to talk about today is getting enough sleep. And the hardest part here is just making yourself do it, as you know, with almost everything. Okay, the first point I want to make is, do you really know how much sleep you actually need? Not how much do you get, not how much do you need to stay alive, because we want something a little bit better for you than just alive. But how much do you need to go to sleep at night and then wake up in the morning feeling awake, refreshed, like you're ready to go? What's that number? And you might not even know what that number is. So your action for today is going to be to figure that number out. But I do have a few other things I want to talk about too. I have 4 different things that I hear about from a lot of people when they're talking about why they don't get enough sleep. And of course, the first one is, I'm too busy. I'm so busy. I'm working like 18-hour days and I just crash and then wake up again and try to do it all over again. I don't really have time to sleep. My answer to that is stop. You have to stop doing that. You need to get more sleep. You need to have some rest. You need to allow your brain, your body to refresh and rejuvenate so that you'll have better ideas, fresh ideas, and you'll also have the ability to make yourself do the things that you should be doing, like sleeping enough if you're not able to do that. Sometimes we're so drained. I've been there. I've done it. It is not good. I would not recommend it. I knew it was bad even when I was doing it. But you get stuck in that bad cycle. So my thought there is just believe all of the people that are telling you you need more sleep than you're getting right now, and you need to be able to be rested. Figure out what that number is again, that daily action. Figure out how much sleep you actually need, and then work toward it. I'm not saying if you know that you need 9 hours of sleep, you have to go from 4 to 9 tomorrow and from now on, but start working toward that number. If you're getting 4 hours of sleep, how about let's try for 5, or how about 4.5 even? What can you do? Instead of worrying about what you can't do, maybe start thinking about what you can do. All right, the next one is, maybe you're too tired at bedtime. You're so tired that you just can't sleep. Anybody ever had that happen? I know I've had this one too. This one is not as common for me. Typically when I get really tired, I'll crash, and I'll crash hard, and then I can't get up. That's a bigger one for me. But I know a lot of people get this, I'm just so tired, I can't even sleep. Toss, turn, your mind just won't let you sleep because you're just too tired. Suggestion there is, and I am not a person that normally recommends taking anything, but you might consider melatonin. Some people talk about how melatonin will help you relax enough to go to sleep, especially when you're just too tired to sleep. 2 more. The second one is, or not the second one, the first of these next 2 is caffeine. If you are relying on caffeine, you might be, I'm not saying you are, but you might be creating this horrible cycle where you have to have caffeine to get you going, and it just sort of brings you to baseline, which means you have to have more caffeine to get you back to baseline again. It's a cycle that you have to keep doing throughout the day. And then at night, it's hard to sleep. Even though you know that the caffeine isn't what's keeping you up, it's just you've been in this crazy cycle. And then when you wake up in the morning, you don't feel rested. You wake up with those gritty eyes and just, even thinking about getting out of bed is so hard. 5 minute snooze, 5 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute. So try to figure out how to get yourself off of caffeine earlier in the day. By 1 o'clock, they say, usually you'll be able to sleep and you'll keep yourself from getting on that bad cycle. All right, and then the last one is, this is, I think, the hardest one for entrepreneurs. Racing thoughts. Do you have the racing thoughts where you lay down in bed and you're like, yeah, but I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. Oh, what about that? Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, no, I forgot about this, that, the other. And you can't let go of it. Your thoughts are just racing. And even if you get to sleep, you wake up in the middle of the night. Same thing, going again. Best advice that I ever got for this that works wonderfully for me is, before you end your day, go brain dump. Get everything out of your head, all of the things that you know you have to do and that you can't forget and you need to make sure gets done, etc. Put them all in one place so that in the morning you can just, they're all in one place and you can decide what you're going to do with them. Once you start doing this on a regular basis, oh my goodness, it is so amazing. You find that you're so much more organized, more focused, easier to see what you actually have to do. You drop fewer balls and you just feel better about yourself and how you work. All right, that is it. The big thing for today, again, the action is figure out how much sleep you actually need to be able to feel good in the morning. Wake up and feel ready to go and refreshed, and start working toward that every day. Even if it's just 10 more minutes today, 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes. What can you do to work toward that? All right, that's it for today. Talk soon. Bye.